So today we are going to discuss ServiceNow CSM. So CSM stands for Customer Service Management. So what is CSM? It is a software product that enables businesses to provide service and support to their customers. So the keyword here is service and support, right? So before I go on to the terms, I'll take a real world example. So the terms that I'm going to discuss right now are customers, service providers. So to understand that, let's take an example. So in the definition, I mentioned that CSM is used by businesses to provide service and support to their customers, right? Service and support. These are the key things to remember. So let's assume that I am the customer here. Saksham is my name. So I use Airtel internet at my home. So let's assume that I am using Airtel broadband, Airtel internet. I have a monthly plan, where I have a monthly plan. I get a speed of 100 Mbps. So this is my expectation from Airtel internet, that I should get the desired speed, and I also have a data plan, like 100 GB or so on. So what happens if I am not getting that speed of 100 Mbps, which is as per my plan? I will reach out to Airtel, right? I will reach out to Airtel customer support team. I will tell them that I'm not getting the service that was promised to me. So, so basically, Airtel is the business here, or in CSM terms, if I say service provider. So service provider, as the name suggests, it provides services to the customer. So yeah, Airtel internet is the service provider here, and I am the customer. I think this is quite clear. This should be quite clear now. So now I'll come to the customer definition. So customer is the individual and organization entities that consume product and services. So in this case, I am consuming the product and services. As I told you, that is the internet service. Airtel is the service provider. Service provider is basically the individuals that and organization entities that provide products and services, right? So they are providing the service to me. So now I want to dive into products and services. What is the difference between the two? So yeah, the difference is basically that products are generally tangible items, something that customers can physically hold in their hands. Like for example, I have a mobile phone, right? That's a product. I can hold it in my hands. Now they can also be intangible, but generally, products are tangible, and services are intangible and something that a business provides or performs for a customer, and its output may result in some sort of tangible deliverable, such as a product. Like so services example is like the Airtel internet, which I gave in the example. Internet is a service that is provided, and there can be also other services that you use, like even your cable service. That's a satellite TV, that's a service. So moving on, now next topic that I'm going to discuss is channels to request service and support. So if I am the customer, and I face an issue with my broadband or internet, so channels means how I can request the support from the service provider, right? So if so the most typical way that we all, like the customers use, is phone call or email. So you can see here, phone call is one method, email is another method. Then we have portal in ServiceNow. Portal, that is also if the service provider is using CSM module, then the customers get access to the portal that works like a end user portal, where you can raise a case. So I'm going to discuss that terminology later. So basically, if I talk from a customer perspective, so customer wants an easy way to interact with their organization, and they expect their inquiries to be resolved quickly. Nobody wants to spend a lot of time in these things, and if the customers have a good experience, then that will help the brand to retain the customers. So this is the why behind CSM, and that's the objective of CSM as well, that you provide good service to your existing customers and retain them, and have that results in a good customer experience and also word of mouth. So now next, ServiceNow can also be configured to support case resolution. Case is nothing but what the customer inquiry, I'll discuss that terminology. It's a record of it's the record of the customer issues that like a customer is raising any issue. So I'm going to discuss that. So this can be done through social media communication channels as well, like Twitter. I think Twitter has become quite popular these days for social media. So now let's talk about the two main. So like I said, customer inquiries is the starting point in CSM. That's the point when customers so basically there are two types of records that can be used to track customer inquiries. First one is interaction, and second is case. So what is interaction? So the customer initial query, or the initial point of contact of customer with the service provider, that is called an interaction. So interaction record is always created when a customer contacts the service provider or the business. So now if for interaction, there can be two scenarios. One scenario is that it's a general inquiry and does not require any follow-up. It's a very simple question. Then the case is not required. The interaction is created, and then it is a fairly simple ask, like what is my data balance. Let's say I'm an Airtel customer. I say that please let me know how much of my high speed data is left. So that's an inquiry. Then the agent will guide me with the steps. He may tell me that you can go navigate to your app and see the data limit, and then I got the answer. So I don't require any follow up for that. But there can be a scenario where my issue is more complex, right? Like for example, my internet is down, so I contact the agent, and then agent tells me to turn off my router and restart it, but that does not solve my problem. So it requires a follow-up, right? I will say that you please let me know once the issue is resolved. So then the agent will create a case so that he can have a team look into my issue. So let's take another example here. So yeah, this is the example that I was talking about. So if I talk about a data balance case, that's an interaction and that does not require any case. So case is not required in this data balance scenario. But if I talk about if the follow-up is required, like I said, the internet down scenario, in that case the follow-up was required. So for the internet down issue, there will be two records created. First will be interaction, and second would be case. So you understood the difference, right? Both the records will be created for this internet down scenario. In the first scenario, only the interaction record will be created, not the case. So I hope that this is clear. So yeah, this is a diagram explaining the same thing. Now next is